or at school, you're not alone. In the digital age, there are countless distractions that can keep you from getting things done, but there are ways to set yourself up for success. Psychotherapist Lisa Palmer joining us now. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Okay, so we're learning more and more about how the short attention spans are caused by just all the digital distractions that are around us. It's like we have a million tabs open on our computers, on our phones, and in our brains these days.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I can speak for myself. I mean, one of the first things I do when I wake up in the morning is look at reels, and I go to bed at night looking at reels. So it's kind of like one of those things where our brain gets used to the technology and that instant gratification. And what happens is a lot of chemical reactions, like a lot of quick dopamine hits. So our brain gets really used to that. And we kind of crave that instant gratification. So a lot of us are rewiring ourselves to lack focus. And lacking focus can also come from, stress and poor health. And so we want to pay attention to that, as well as, make sure we have a good mental health diet.
How do we rewire ourselves to bring that focus back, to make sure it's not our phone that we reach for first thing in the morning, or we're not scrolling on social media late into the night?
Well, boundaries is a really important thing, right? To be able to do that and to maybe use that do not disturb a little bit more often. So boundaries is really important. Again, having a good mental health diet, which of course includes setting boundaries, but also looking at your health. Like I said, if you're stressed, that's going to affect your focus and your mood and your attention span, of course. And then you want to set good priorities. And so you can kind of tell also with yourself when you're going to be more focused and better able to handle some of the tougher tasks. So if it's hard for you to focus on paying bills, but it's easier for you to do that in the morning, you might want to do that in the morning. So just kind of knowing yourself, and meditation is really great for balancing your energies and staying calmer, and that can also help you be more focused. So I think good health, mental health diet, and limiting your use of technology.
Before I let you go, I just want to pick your brain about this. A lot of people need to differentiate between short attention span and ADHD. How do you know when you're trending from one into the other and you need to get a clinical diagnosis or get some other help?
Yeah, that's a really good question, because I think that people with ADHD, they really dart around a lot. They really, really, truly struggle with focus, and they tend to have a lot of messes around them, tend to be very disorganized and have trouble sitting down and really focusing and concentrating. So I think that if you have those symptoms, you probably should get checked out. And by the way, a lot of people are diagnosed with ADHD, and that's kind of gone back to people back in the 1990s when people were being prescribed a lot of these ADHD medications, and now their bodies kind of became in need of them.
Sure.
So that is something, and a lot of people have ADHD, so just get checked out.
Absolutely. Great advice, a great insight. Thank you so much, Lisa Palmer. Appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me on the show.
All right.